All right, good evening. I don't really have anything better to do with my time tonight, so I wanted to talk about my note-taking setup a little bit. So in years past, I have used Obsidian, and I'm going to show you that real quick. Uh, Obsidian is a really basic note-taking app. It's meant to be simple and just do its job. It takes notes in Markdown files, which is pretty nice. Because I can use those Markdown files really anywhere, and it guarantees that even if Obsidian implodes or they go to a completely paid model or something, I will always have access to my notes because they're just Markdown files. Other tools and services like what's the thing called? Uh, my fellow students will know what I'm talking about. Notion. Notion is another really popular note-taking app, but the problem with it is that it's all very um, closed source, and you can't really just export your notes as far as I know. And I think it's paid, if I recall. So yeah, why bother with that if you can just use all this? But anyways, I've used Obsidian for a while, and it's great, but it's a bit slow, and I feel like the search is actually inaccurate sometimes. I don't know why, but like here, look, if I search for remainder theorem, like it's kind of slow, just clunky, and okay, like see here, I know for a fact that I have a note called uh titled the remainder theorem, and it is not showing it. Actually, I can check it here. I'm very sure that I do. Okay, maybe I. Oh wait, no. Yep, no. See, I do. I just searched for remainder, and you can see it. It's right here. Um, but yeah, so the search doesn't always work, and it's not. It's just not. It's not great. And it's a bit of a pain, you know. So I started taking notes with Neovim, and the first thing that I did was get some stuff from Markdown installed, and the stuff that I installed is not really that fancy. It just makes Markdown look a little bit better. So something like this gives it a nice highlight, or like this, like lists, it just makes it look a tiny bit better, a little more readable, and that's great and all. But one of the things that you might have noticed is when I pulled up that math note, let me go back to it, the remainder theorem, uh, I have a bit of LaTeX here. And as you can see, like this looks all right. This isn't bad. And this isn't that much to read. It's just, the function of p at -2 is equal to -7. Okay, that's not really hard to read. You could write that out on paper with your eyes closed and you'd be fine. But when you get to notes that have a lot more information in them, like let me find something real quick just to show you that I'm not absolutely going crazy. Um, oh, by the way, this is an, an issue that I've seen with images in the terminal, which I will talk about just in just a second. Sometimes they don't go away when you go away, which is kind of annoying, but um, it's fine. It's not that hard to fix. And I'm sure that I can fix that somehow. Anyways, um, let me find something that actually has like a good deal of like writing in it, or latex, sorry. Um, Let me see. Actually, you know what? I can just use my latex template. This has a crap ton of stuff. So as you can see, this really is not that readable. But if I go into Obsidian and look at this, it looks just fine. It's very easy to read, and that's what latex should do. But this is, as far as I know, kind of impossible to render in a terminal. So that's kind of a problem. So uh, what I've been doing is I have been using Pandoc to first get the notes that are in Markdown, which is like this is Markdown. I've converted this document to LaTeX already. I've been using Pandoc to get it from Markdown to LaTeX, and then I have been using Vimtex, which is the tab that you saw me close when this video started. I open it back up just so you can see what I'm talking about. It's just a Neovim plugin that really helps with LaTeX stuff, which is absolutely wonderful if I don't say so myself. This right here, really nice. There is built-in linting, formatting, I believe. But the best thing is there is a built-in render, which isn't in technicality, it's not really built in. It's just a function that calls the thing to actually render the latex. I'll show you that right now. If I'm pressing the right key, I swear. Oh, am I not pressing the right key? Oh, this is fun. Oh, because it's marked out. I was gonna say, oh, geez, this is embarrassing. Yeah. Okay, I kind of forgot about that. So yeah, that actually needs to be converted to Markdown. So you'll get to see what this looks like when I convert it to Markdown. So first thing we'll do, we'll cd into the actual directory, and then we'll pandoc from Markdown to latex, and this will be a standalone file. We're taking in latex template as input, and we're outputting, actually it doesn't really, it can just be latex template. Oh, we do need to do that, don't I? There we go, latex template dot text. Then we can see that we have now created a text file, and if we go and compare these side by side, and I should do that for my own sake and the audience's sake. Why can't I close my terminal? Come on, terminal, do your thing. Okay, that might be a conflicting bind. I'm not sure. It's weird. Anyways, visual split this and go over to text. And as you can see, there's a bunch of boilerplate, but then you actually get into the LaTeX itself, which is wonderful. But again, this really isn't readable. So what do? Well, you render it. And I'm using Zathura, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably butchering it, but whatever. To render this as a PDF. And then you get this nice, pretty document. The only thing that I don't like about it is the highlight color, but I can change that. And the highlight's kind of scuffed, but again, I can change that. Now, the one really cool thing that this has is live updates. So if I go to the bottom here, I just throw, oh, there we go. And I just throw like, hello world. This will, if I, oh, that's empty. I was gonna say, oh geez, I don't know what I did, but I did something wrong. Go to the bottom of this and just type hello world. This will render, which is very, very nice. I'm not having to re-render that constantly because that would be a little bit annoying. As you can see, it's a tiny bit slow, but it's not too bad. And LaTeX is not unreadable once you actually get into the flow of it, but it's a little bit painful at first, especially just taking all of this in. It's quite a lot. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So just because I feel like I've gotten a little bit off track here, I want to go to Excalibur and just kind of draw a little diagram uh, of what I've actually done here. So we've taken markdown files and we've converted that to a text file because again, Markdown was the file type that Obsidian reads, but Obsidian can't handle text files. And I do want some text files for math notes, but I also want to keep some files as Markdown because I use that for really all of my other classes. And I still use the inline LaTeX for some classes, but it's not anywhere near as much as math for obvious reasons. And then I can get my LaTeX files to PDF files, which is very nice. And I can live update those. Get very nice. If I ever need to, for some reason, I can take my text files and convert them back to Markdown files with what's the thing called? Pandoc, which again, very nice, very helpful. But yeah, I'm really gonna call it there. There's not much more I have to say. Just wanted to yap about something cool that I've been doing lately. This was crazy, unstructured. But if you did like this type of video, please let me know, and I will make some more. Bye bye.